Well, this is actually a workout from Matt Heyman, who won the Paris-Roubaix after breaking his arm and only riding on the trainer, and this was his go-to workout. So this was supposed to mimic the Paris-Roubaix course, which is cobbles, tempo, cobbles, tempo, cobbles, tempo, and then sprint at the end. But this is my first actual workout on the bike back, and it was hard. Don't have a lot of watts right now.
Any discomfort while riding?
No, none, which is good. Yeah, I have, no. I mean, Pat was shocked that I could go to my road bike because we were riding my cross bike with a shorter stem. I mean, I was like up here. I really doubt though that this is the workout Matt Heyman was doing. It's only 75 minutes. The Paris-Roubaix is so long.
Yeah.
Well, that couldn't have been old. Right? I mean,
Right.
It must have been up.
Yes. But yeah, just a little motivation from someone else who broke something, and you know, I doubt this workout's like ideal for my triathlons, but a little connection.
Sure. All right. We know nothing about it.
Do you want to look at the nice workout I did, Penny? 173 average watts, Elizabeth, you were asking.
For how long?
Hour 15?
What do you do?
Not bad. I'm not riding. I haven't ridden my bike for an hour and 15 in so long. When I would do like an hour and a half, like 110. You know.
I read my bike for 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you always say.
If you look at like... So each one of these notches, I measured it yesterday, is like 5 pounds off. So it's like 5, 10, 17 pounds off of what I weigh. Yeah. I got a little ambitious and went with like 5 pounds off for 5 minutes, and it did not feel good. So we're gonna keep it here. Originally, I was told to do 30 pounds off, and I thought each notch was 10 pounds, but it's not. And I've just discovered that this feels good. It doesn't feel sore after, but like I'm not running very much. Like yesterday I did 2 by 10 minutes, and then today I can do 20 to 25 minutes run. So I feel very lucky that I've been able to train so quickly. Like I actually got on the trainer the day after surgery, like never pushed over 80 watts. I think my average was like 40 watts. But I was just like really swollen and wanted to get everything moving. And then the next day, I could actually ride. So yeah, it just feels nice to be able to do stuff. So swimming, I had a doctor appointment yesterday. He said everything looks great. Basically can do things based on pain. Ride inside for 3 weeks. Swimming is gonna take a while. And he said probably at least 3 weeks, or until like the scab has fallen off so that we don't risk getting an infection. And then he also said based on pain, and I was asking a lot of questions. I'm like, okay, well then can I just do like the swim trainer or swim band like a ton? He's like, how much resistance? I'm like, well, a lot. Like I want to be strong. And he kind of explained that the plate that's holding my bone together can flex. And like each time you put it in these big ranges of motion and move that collarbone, the plate flexes. And there's a certain breaking point, right, where it can't flex anymore. And if the plate breaks before your bone's healed, then you're screwed. So just really listening to my body.
Quite a year for you career-wise. Like mentally, how are you?
I think I saw somewhere, somebody sent me an article, I didn't read it, but it was titled like, Gwen suffers another huge blow in 2024. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess. Like, I hadn't even really thought of it that way. And I talked to my sports psych this week and I just was kind of explaining everything that's going on and how, like, mentally I feel like I'm in a really good spot. I've been sleeping really well, like a ton of sleep, really like my HRV is super high, which normally when you're injured or like recovering from an injury, it's lower. And I said, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and my sports psych kind of like put everything together and it made a lot of sense to me. And it was just like, I am truly right now accepting where I'm at. Like, I'm not thinking about the next race. I'm not dwelling on what happened. Right now, I have a broken collarbone. The only goal is to heal that. And, you know, obviously I'm working out. Like, I did a hard workout on the bike. Like, I want to race this year, but I'm not putting like this huge rush on it. And so for me, I want to be able to get to a place like this at all points in the season where I'm just very comfortable with, you know, being exactly where I am. And yeah, so I mean, breaking my collarbone sucks and didn't want to do this, but also, you know, last week Pat was like, maybe you can race China, and I thought, no way. And now I'm kind of like, well, maybe I could. I feel like my recovery back has been pretty quick so far. Again, I'm not going to rush it. But I do feel like if I was going to break my collarbone during the middle of the season, this was a nice time to do it. There's a big break in races. Yeah, so Laura, our au pair, was like, is this the first time you ever haven't been able to work out? I mean, I guess giving birth, can you count that? But besides that, you know, I had Achilles surgery on both Achilles, and that's kind of it. But this has been really fast recovery. Like, I'm shocked, absolutely shocked. And, you know, it's been, today? It's been a week since surgery, exactly to the day. So, yeah, I mean, I was in a lot of pain before surgery, a lot. And post-surgery, like I, you know, took Tylenol for, I think, 2 days, and I've had no sort of pain meds since then. So, feel pretty good about that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a major injury. Knock on some wood. And, you know, I talked as well to my sports psych. I mean, I haven't ridden outside yet, so I don't know I can't predict how I'm gonna feel. But I feel like this crash, it was totally unavoidable, right? Like, nothing I did wrong. The person in front of me crashed, ran into their bike, like, because we talked a lot about, like, you know, I'm probably gonna have some fear of getting back on the bike and getting back in these situations. But this race, there was a crash I had back in 2012 at the grand final, where I remember just for like weeks and months, I was like, questioning, why did I crash? What could have I done better? And I'm not doing that this time. Like, just like it happened, I'm here, I'm moving on. I don't know if it's having kids or maturity or what the difference is, but I feel pretty good about, yeah. Like, I want to go outside. I want to ride my bike outside. Pat's like, absolutely not, because he rode outside and ran over a pothole, and he's like, if you ran over a pothole with that collarbone, you'd be screwed. So, yeah, gonna wait 3-ish weeks and then probably just start by riding outside on my own, not with anybody else, just so I can see the road, take the best lines, you know.
Have you still been journaling
have been journaling. I want to journal more during this time, just because I have more time. And I journaled yesterday. I haven't journaled today. So, it's different journaling right now. Like right now I'm journaling about, like I talked about earlier, how I've been able to stay really present and really accepting where I am in the moment. So it's, journaling about that and how I'm able to be in that moment. So not so much like intentions. Like I said, I haven't really been doing like hard workouts, although that bike workout today was very hard for me. That was the first like workout I've done. So I'm excited. It's much more easier to ride when you have workouts. So, yeah, I am journaling.
Has there been a theme that you're just like telling yourself, or just trying to keep your, I guess, mental space looking forward? Or
I don't know if I've had a theme. I mean, I think for me right now, it's all about like figuring out, why am I so calm in all this? Like, why am I just very at peace with it? And I think I want to figure that out so that I can carry that through moments when there's, more things on the line, races coming up, things like that. But yeah, theme, I think it's just, day by day, listening to the body. When you're injured, I think that's really important to listen to your body. For me, I tried running on the lever with a little less weight, and there was pain in my collarbone. So I'm like, okay, my body's not ready for that. So I think it's just really being in tune with the body and just taking it one day at a time.